Well, guys, I'm gonna do something. Do something a little bit different. I'm gonna read from the Old Testament, Exodus 25, 1 through 27, and 19. Um, I had made a video about this earlier, and I accidentally deleted it. So I'm just gonna do my best with reading because my voice is not fully there yet. And it kind of seems like the Most High is like my cold or whatever. It's not gonna get any better until I get out of here. Because the coldness has something to do with it. Another thing that has something to do with it is my uncle, he took that, this thing. So he took, my whole family took it. So he took it, he took that, and then this house is, this house, I like being out in the country, but this house is like I said before in the other videos, this house has got images of Jesus, crucifixions, crystal skulls. It's got all this demonic stuff inside here. Pictures of dead people that are not even with us anymore, and that's another thing. I never heard anybody discuss that on YouTube, but pictures of dead relatives. I mean, it's like, why do you wanna, why do you wanna remember them, especially if you were mistreated by them? Wow. Uh, in a sense, that's kind of witchcrafty. But this house here, this is the same house I said in the other videos where I see these blue orbs, shadow figures. I haven't seen anything like that yet, but um, when I'm here by myself, like if I didn't have the Most High, this place would be kind of a little bit scary. But I haven't seen any of that because now I got the Most High, and the devil knows he can't scare me. He can't hurt me. So now that I got the Most High, so. But when my uncle gets here, that's a whole different ballgame. It's his house, his rules, and like I said, he got that thing, and then, um, he's not right in his mind, so it is what it is. So I'm gonna start reading this. And Yahuwah spoke unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, that they bring an offering of every man that gives it willingly. With his heart ye shall take my offering, and this is the offering which ye shall take of them: gold and silver and brass, and blue and purple and scarlet and fine linen, and goat's hair and ram skin dyed red, and antelope skins and shittim wood, oil for the light, spices for anointing oil, and for sweet incense, onyx stones and stones to be set in the ephod and in the breastplate. And let them make me a sanctuary, that I may dwell among them, according to all that I show you, after the pattern of the tabernacle and the pattern of all the instruments thereof. Even so shall ye make it. And they shall make an ark of shittim wood, 2 cubits and a half shall be the length thereof, and a cubit and a half the breadth thereof, and a cubit and a half the height thereof. And you shall overlay it with pure gold. Within and without shall you overlay it, and shall make upon it a crown of gold round about, and you shall cast 4 rings of gold for it, and put them in the 4 corners thereof. And 2 shall be in the one side of it, and 2 rings in the other side of it. And you shall make staves of shittim wood, and overlay them with gold. And you shall put the staves into the rings by the sides of the ark, that the ark may be borne with them. The staves shall be in the rings of the ark. They shall not be taken from it, and you shall put into it the ark of the testimony, which I shall give you. And you shall make a mercy seat of pure gold. 2 cubits and a half shall be the length thereof, and a cubit and a half the breadth thereof. And you shall make 2 cherubim of gold of beaten work, shall you make them, in the 2 ends of the mercy seat, and make 1 cherub on the one end, and the other cherub on the other end. Even of the mercy seat shall ye make the cherubim on the 2 ends thereof, and the cherubim shall stretch forth their wings on high, covering the mercy seat with their wings, and their faces shall look one to another. Toward the mercy seat shall the faces of the cherubim be. And you shall put the mercy seat above upon the ark, and in the ark you shall put the testimony that I shall give you. And there I will meet with you, and I will commune with you from above the mercy seat, from between the 2 cherubim which are upon the ark of the testimony, of all things which I give you in commandment unto the children of Israel. And you shall make a table of shittim wood. 2 cubits shall be the length thereof, and a cubit the breadth thereof, and a cubit and a half the height thereof. And you shall overlay it with pure gold, and make thereto a crown of gold round about. And you shall make unto it a border of a handbreadth round about, and you shall make a golden crown to the border thereof round about. And you shall make it for 4 rings of gold, and put the rings in the 4 corners that are on the 4 feet thereof. Over against the border shall the rings be for places of the staves to bear the table. And you shall make the staves of shittim wood, and overlay them with gold, and the table may be borne with them. And you shall make the dishes thereof, and spoons thereof, and covers thereof, and bowls thereof, to cover withal. Of pure gold shall you make them. And you shall set upon the table showbread before me always. You know, it kind of seems like the enemy is trying to stop me, but I'm going to keep on reading. So, and you shall make a menorah of gold, which is a candlestick. Of beaten work shall be the candlestick be made. His shaft and his branches, his bowls, his knops, and his flowers shall be of the same. And 6 branches shall come out of the sides of it. 3 branches of the candlestick out of the one side, and 3 branches of the candlestick out of the other side. 3 bowls made like unto almonds, with a knop and a flower in one branch, and 3 bowls made like almonds in the other branch, with a knop and a flower. So in the 6 branches that come out of the candlestick. And in the candlestick shall be 4 bowls made like unto almonds, with their knops. The word knops is knops, and their flowers. And there shall be a knop under 2 branches of the same, and a knop under 2 branches of the same, and a knop under 2 branches of the same, according to the 6 branches that proceed out of the menorah. Their knops and their branches shall be of the same, and it shall be one beaten work of pure gold. And you shall make the 7 lamps thereof, and they shall light the lamps thereof, that they may give light over against it, and the tongs thereof, and the snuff dishes thereof shall be of pure gold. Of a talent of pure gold shall he make it with all these vessels. And look that you may make them after their pattern, which was showed you in the mount. So yeah, it just seems like the devil's trying to stop me, and I got a little bit ways to go yet. Just gonna take just a little break in between all that. And I was gonna mention something else, was the reason why I think this house is haunted too is, and not only is it like, I feel like the Most High, like I can't get over this cold, is In the summertime, it gets real, the humidity gets high in North Dakota, and it produces a lot of mold in here. But not only that, my uncle, he lives really dirty. His floor, the dishes, I mean, everything in this house is filthy. It's a country house, you know. It's bound to be dirty, but I've seen country houses and they look nice compared to this house. And, you know, he stays up all night, and it's hard for me to get any sleep. It's hard for me to wake up. I haven't been waking up at, 3 o'clock in the morning. I myself have been slacking in a lot of that. And it, just like I said in previous videos, that bad company corrupts good manners. So that's what's happening to me. And that's why I said I gotta get out of here. This is too much. Moreover, you shall make the tabernacle with 10 curtains of fine twined linen, and blue and purple and scarlet with cherubim of cunning work shall you make them. The length of one curtain shall be 28 cubits, and the breadth of one curtain 4 cubits, and every one of the curtains shall have one measure, and 5 curtains shall be coupled together one to another, and other 5 curtains shall be coupled one to another. And you shall make loops of blue upon the edge of the one curtain from the selvage in the coupling, and likewise shall you make in the uttermost edge of another curtain in the coupling of the second. 50 loops shall you make in the one curtain, and 50 loops shall you make in the edge of the curtain that is in the coupling of the second. 50 loops shall you make in the one curtain, and 50 loops shall you make in the edge of the curtain that is in the coupling of the second, that the loops may take hold one of another. And you shall make 50 latches of gold, and couple the curtains together with the latches, and it shall be one tabernacle. And you shall make curtains of goat's hair to be a covering upon the tabernacle. 11 curtains shall you make. The length of one curtain shall be 30 cubits, and the breadth of one curtain 4 cubits. And the 11 curtains shall be all of one measure. And you shall couple 5 curtains by themselves, and 6 curtains by themselves, and shall double the 6th curtain in the forefront of the tabernacle. And you shall make 50 loops on the edge of one curtain that is outmost in the coupling, and 50 loops in the edge of the curtain which couples the second. And you shall make 50 latches of brass, and put the latches into the loops, and couple the tent together, that it may be one. And the remnant that remains of the curtains of the tent, the half curtain that remains, shall hang over the backside of the tabernacle, and a cubit on the one side, and a cubit on over the sides of the tabernacle, on this side and on that side, to cover it. And you shall make a covering for the tent of rams' skins dyed red, and a covering above of antelope skins. And you shall make the boards for the tabernacle of shittim wood standing up. That word shittim is Shittiym. 10 cubits shall be the length of a board, and a cubit and a half shall be the breadth of one board. 2 tenons there be in one board, set in order, one against another. Thus shall you make for all the boards of the tabernacle. And you shall make the boards for the tabernacle 20 boards on the south side southward. And you shall make 40 sockets of silver under the 20 boards, 2 sockets under one board for his 2 tenons, and 2 sockets under another board for his 2 tenons. And for the second side of the tabernacle on the north side, there shall be 20 boards, and there 40 sockets of silver, 2 sockets under one board, and 2 sockets under another board. And for the sides of the tabernacle westward, you shall make 6 boards, and 2 boards shall you make for the corners of the tabernacle in the 2 sides. and they shall be coupled together beneath, and they shall be coupled together above the head of it unto one ring. Thus shall it be for them both. They shall be for the two corners, and they shall be 8 boards, and their sockets of silver 16 sockets, 2 sockets under one board, and 2 sockets under another board. And you shall make bars of shittim wood, 5 for the boards of the one side of the tabernacle, and 5 bars for the boards of the other side of the tabernacle, and 5 bars for the boards of the side of the tabernacle, for the 2 sides westward. And the middle bar in the midst of the boards shall reach from end to end, and you shall overlay the boards with gold, and make their rings of gold for places for the bars, and you shall overlay the bars with gold. And you shall rear up the tabernacle according to the fashion thereof, which was showed you in the mount. And you shall make a veil of blue, and purple, and scarlet, and fine twined linen, of cunning work. With cherubim shall it be made, and you shall hang it upon 4 pillars of shittim wood overlaid with gold. Their hook shall be of gold upon the 4 sockets of silver. And you shall hang up the veil under the taches, that you may bring in thither within the veil the ark of the testimony. And the veil shall divide unto you between the holy place and the most holy. And you shall put the mercy seat upon the ark of the testimony in the most holy place. And you shall set the table without the veil, and the menorah over against the table on the side of the tabernacle toward the south. And you shall put the table on the north side, and you shall make a hanging for the door of the tent of blue and purple and scarlet and fine twined linen, wrought and needlework. And you shall make for the hanging 5 pillars of shittim wood, and overlay them with gold, and their hooks shall be of gold. And you shall cast 5 sockets of brass for them. Woo, I need a little break. Now I'm just about done. So, like I said, tonight I'll read 1 Kings. And then tomorrow I'll read Matthew 13. And I don't know if I'm going to do this again, because it's a lot. I don't mind it, but it's a lot of reading, But I just thought I would show you guys what I read on the weekends, or what I do on the weekends, Friday, Saturday, and Sundays. Besides make videos, I'm taking notes. I'm reading the Bible, not just this, but I'm reading the New Testament, Book of Proverbs, Psalms, the Old Testament. Right now I'm on 2 Chronicles. I'm reading that and trying to finish up that book. And once I finish that, then I'm going to move on to Joshua, and then I'm going to just go on down the list all the way until I hit, the end of that. So, and there really isn't much going on. I'm not really into exercise like I used to be, Now it's just about making these videos and reading the Bible and praying and taking notes and stuff, and that takes a lot of work, Takes up a lot of my time. And then once I get back down the desert, that fasting, that's going to take up a lot of time too. When you're fasting, you can't work, You have to dedicate all your quiet time and pretty much all your time to the Most High, And you shall make an altar of shittim wood, 5 cubits long and 5 cubits broad. The altar shall be 4 square, and the height thereof shall be 3 cubits. And you shall make the horns of it upon the 4 corners thereof. His horn shall be of the same, and you shall overlay it with brass. And you shall make his pans to receive his ashes, and his shovels, and his basins, and his flesh hooks, and his fire pans, and all the vessels thereof you shall make of brass. And you shall make for it a grate of network of brass, and upon the net shall you make 4 brazen rings in the 4 corners thereof, and you shall put it under the compass of the altar beneath, that the net may be even to the midst of the altar. And you shall make staves for the altar, staves of shittim wood, and overlay them with brass. And the staves shall be put into the rings, and the staves shall be upon the two sides of the altar to bear it. Hollow with boards shall you make it, as it was showed you in the mount. So shall you make, so shall they make it. And you shall make the court of the tabernacle. For the south side, southward, there shall be hangings for the court of fine twined linen of 100 cubits long for one side, and the 20 pillars thereof and their 20 sockets shall be of brass, and the hooks of the pillars and their fillets that like filleting a fish, Fillets, shall be of silver. And likewise for the north side in length there shall be hangings of 100 cubits long, and his 20 pillars and their 20 sockets of brass, the hooks of the pillars and their fillets of silver. And for the breadth of the court on the west side shall be hangings of 50 cubits, their pillars 10, and their sockets 10. And the breadth of the court on the east side, eastward, shall be 50 cubits. The hangings of one side of the gate shall be 50 cubits, their pillars 3, and their sockets 3. And on the other side shall be hangings 15 cubits, their pillars 3, and their sockets 3. And for the gate of the court shall be a hanging of 20 cubits of blue and purple and scarlet and fine twined linen, wrought with needlework, and their pillars shall be 4, and their sockets 4. All the pillars round about the court shall be fillet. Here's that word again. Filleted with silver. Their hooks shall be of silver, and their sockets of brass. Just about done here. Wow. Sometimes when I touch the Bible, sometimes when I read it, but other times too, when I touch the Bible, I could just feel that power of God just blasting through my hands right now. It's just, I had to stop for a moment because I'm not going to lie, man. When I go on my fast, and I can feel that electricity of God just, whew. Like I got to stop, I got to stop everything. Kind of makes you want to cry, It's just feels like that's probably one of the ways that God's showing you He loves you and He's with you, I'm sorry, guys. I just kind of got in the flesh there. The length of the court shall be 100 cubits, and the breadth 50 everywhere, and the height 5 cubits of twined linen, and their sockets of brass. All the vessels of the tabernacle, and all the service thereof, and all the pins thereof, and all the pins of the court shall be of brass. And that's it for that. I'll read the rest. I'll read some more tonight, and then tomorrow morning I'll read the rest of the Matthew. But I can't wait to get back down that desert. I so look forward to it. Because right now there's nothing happening to me here. Nothing. It's like I'm not even supposed to be here. The whole month and a half, almost 2 months I've been here, I haven't witnessed much change other than a lot of negativity and a lot of setbacks on my part. So, yeah, I gotta go back down here. That's all there is to it. I know they talk about giving me that van, but I'm not gonna question them. I'm not gonna beg for it. I got the money to say, here's the money. I'll take the van, But I don't even care, man. But they'll find out once I'm gone. They're gonna know what punishment is, because God's protection will be lifted, and they're gonna have something to think about. So, Whatever. I don't care. I don't really care. But if you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up. You're more than welcome to comment down below, and we'll see you on the next video I'm gonna make. It's gonna be about the Sabbath.